Alrighty, hello everyone, welcome back. Derek Stam Toys here, and today we are going to be doing a review of Elite 91, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. As you can tell by the top, we've got both from 91. Slide these figures around real quick. There's a quick view of the side. Here's a quick view of the back for each. Obviously, they're going to be kind of similar at the bottom. If you care enough to read the story and can actually read, you know, there's that. Not making fun of people who can't read, but I know there's got to be a couple of you out there that can't read. You'll be out there like that one guy from Big Daddy going hip hop, hip hop, hip hop anonymous. Anyway, here's the side art of the figures. Beautiful pictures of both men. And well, now that we've kind of broken down what the packages look like, maybe we should open them up, start breaking down some accessories, and get into the figure detail itself. But really quick before we do that, obviously, because I ordered these boys a little package damaged. You can see one of the hands that was supposed to be sitting up here is down here. Kind of funny. If I really wanted to, things gonna go flying all over the place, so I gotta be a little careful opening him. But enough talk, let's get into opening them, and let's get into some action figure accessories. Alrighty, now that I have broken these men up out of the package, we can kind of break down some of their accessories and get into the figures themselves. So, as you can see, they both come with two pairs of fists. You've got these, which they feel a hell of a lot stiffer now. I like that. They've made this a harder mold. And that's just because, a lot more figures can actually pop the hands off now. So there's no reason to not have the handcuffs look like that. Then you've got one of the mic holding hands. Let me try to put it up into frame. So you've got his hand tattoo, which I can't tell what this one is in particular. I think that's like a W or something like that. I don't know what those are for. He has no tattoos on the other side though, so that was nice. And for the first time ever, I want to say, this Kevin Owens comes with a breakaway ladder. So Mattel's always made ladders, but they were never able to fold and break. He always had stuff that just couldn't have that kind of effect with the ladders. But now we finally got Mattel official breakaway ladders. Not that it's a great ladder per se, but hell, less money I have to spend going on ringside to find a ladder that could do the same thing. But now that we're done with Kevin's accessories, let's get into Sami's accessories real quick. Comes with the Sami Award, which I have no clue why, but yeah, Sami Award was a thing. Now he also comes with this nice ass jacket, and it has like this little hoodie piece right here. No, you cannot put a hood up on him, but it's just got small little cloth details like that right there. That's like a little seal. Probably tighten up the wrist cuffs in real life. That's probably what that's for. But yeah, nice little jacket. Throw it next to the Sami Award. Then we'll break into this hat real quick. This hat kind of looks like a war cap. I don't know if I'm thinking right, but it kind of looks like a war veteran's, like an army hat. That's why the other day I said that, Sami Zayn in this attire is war vet Sami Zayn. But yeah, nice hat, very soft, very pliable. Can go on the head scan nice, just to show you that it can go on the head scan nice. Boom. That easy. I could do it with one hand, you can do it too. And that's just because I'm a dum-dum. Anyway, we've got two mic holding hands. No detail, obviously, because I don't think Sami Zayn has any tattoos, and if he does, they're not visible. Let's move the knife out of the way that I used to open the package. And now, let's break into each figure, get into articulation and stuff of that nature, and just break down some detail. First, I think we'll start off with War Vet Sami, one of my modern day favorites, even with this weird gimmick that he was given. So as you can see, he has like the same boots as he normally wears. I want to say they're a little bit bigger, but that's probably the match, like the pants mold. Nothing really too like spantacular about this attire. It's not like one of his NXT attires, but the white wrist tape looks good. It looks solid. The head sculpt, man, this bearded Sami Zayn head sculpt is phenomenal, and honestly, I'm happy to own it. I almost want to take the head off of my old Sami so I could use this head sculpt on it at some point, because personally, Sami with long hair, I really do not hate on it. But yeah, he didn't really have a whole lot of detail to break down, so that was quick, that was easy. Maybe I'll pop the jacket on him before we go, so we can see that one more time. But I'll break down the... Actually, let's just break down the articulation real quick. So, War Vet Sami Zayn. You can look up that high. He can look up, look down that low. He's got nice ab crunch. He's got a nice hip swivel. Can do a 360 with the arms. Got double joint in the arm. Got a nice wrist swivel. Got a bend in the wrist. Now, if you plan on displaying this, I would not recommend posing this figure too much, just because, he can still kick up fairly high and stuff, which I'm happy about because it's Sami, but I'm afraid that once I put this leg back down, all that rub is going to have a nice big old scratch, and that's exactly what it gave me here. So if you see that, there's a nice little scratch in the pocket mold now, because these weren't meant to be posed around as much as I'm posing them. Got some nice upper thigh cut. I don't think in the last review I actually showed that off for articulation, so my bad. Learning as I go. Got a nice double jointed knee. Got some boot swivel. Got a little bit of ankle swivel. And of course there's a ankle bend, but sometimes these figures' boots come so tight, I'm just not going to tempt it. Really not. But alright. Now that I've gotten there, I thought there was something next to my foot, I won't lie. Now that we've gotten there, let's break down some of the detail on this Kevin Owens and break down the articulation on this Kevin Owens. So Kevin, he can look up this high, You can look down that far. He's got a little bit of an ab crunch, but Kevin Owens figures were never really known for ab crunch. They were always more known just for still having good articulation despite not really getting an ab crunch. But he does rotate waist-wise. Arm, of course, goes 360. There's the joint there. That's also another thing I don't mention is the arm does come out and come back in. Hopefully that didn't ruin any tattoo detail. Got the same thing, of course, on this side. Got a nice double bend at the arm, wrist rotation and wrist bend. He can kind of do the splitsies if he wants to. That's also another thing I don't really show off. But I mean, if you collect wrestling figures yourself, you already know about the articulation. I don't gotta break down the articulation. Got a nice double joint in the boots. And he's got some nice little boots here with blue trim on the laces, which is a nice detail to have. Speaking of that, let's just break down the detail real quick. Bring it over here into the light. So as you can see, we've got the nice blue trim up in there. These shorts, if I recall, I want to say they came on another Elite Kevin Owens at some point. I just don't know which one. I've had these legs from that Kevin Owens. It could have been the one that came with the Universal title and the, stand to put it on. I'm not exactly sure. Comes with a Stun the World Fight Owens Fight shirt. Got KO on the back. Get into some of the tattoo detail. There's his T-Rex skeleton tattoo there. Kind of looks a little weird, but cool at the same time. I don't know exactly what animal that is, but there's another animal skeleton. Of course, he's got his Live Evil tattoo there. He's got the hand tattoo that I mentioned earlier. I just don't know what it'd be for. Then he's got this nice sleeve. You know, speaking of his sleeve being nice, see this tattoo detail right here? You've got it on the back of the arm and stuff like that. This is how the tattoo placement should be. I know sometimes they don't always get tattoo placement that perfect. Like, I want to say that Brahma Bull should be. That Brahma Bull. He's not the Rock. But that bull should be a little bit more centered and not so far back. But for the most part, the tattoo placement looks really damn good. Speaking of another thing that looks really damn good, this head sculpt, dude. This head sculpt, I've got another one just kind of like it on my other Elite Kevin Owens. And to be honest with you, probably one of the best, if not the best, Kevin Owens head sculpt to date. But yeah, now that we've broken down each figure, we've broken down their accessories, we've broken down the package. What's my thoughts? Well, I think these figures are great. I think they'd be worth the pickup if you don't have either one of the two. For the updated Owens, I definitely really recommend that you pick him up just for that. The Sami Zayn, I could have lived without picking it up, but it's still a great figure. If I never owned the other Elite Sami Zayn that I have, I probably would be very fine and dandy owning this one. The only thing I do find kind of weird now that I think about it He doesn't have any chest hair. Did he start shaving his chest or something? Because I could have swore his other elite had it. And I want to say, if you look at him, he's got... Yeah, look at the side of the package real quick. Man's got a hairy-ass chest. And here it is. Smooth as fuck. G? Let's just ignore that last part. But yeah, no, honestly, that Sami Zayn is really good. He'll be the first one I give a rating to as well. So the Sami Zayn, honestly, I'll give him like a 6 out of 10. The figure is great all around. The figure has very good quality about it, including this very nice jacket that I'm going to put on him real quick, and that's just to try to take away from the fact that he doesn't have chest hair, because it's going to bother me. Small details like that really shouldn't be left out, but I get it. Budgets are budgets, and you gotta make sure that you can afford to put the wave out there and make money on it at the same time. But it still doesn't mean I respect it or like it. Anyway, there we go. Sammy with the full jacket on. 6 out of 10. I'll give him a 2.5. No, I'll give him a 3 out of 5 stars. The Kevin Owens, though. The Kevin Owens is beautiful. The Kevin Owens is a top-notch figure. With the detail, the accessories, just all around, I'm gonna have to give him... I'll give him a solid 8 out of 10. Will we hit any 9s here soon? Still got 4 more figures to unbox and review. So maybe within those 4 we might. Maybe we might not. These are my raw thoughts. It's not like I write anything down. I'm not scripting it out. Which is why I mess up a little bit. Maybe once I can get a better camera, a microphone, and an actual setup, maybe then I will. And it'll be a little bit better. Maybe I'll start adding some goofy stuff into the video itself to just make it more watchable. But until I can edit my videos good enough, this is just how it's gonna be. At, like 2 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, you know what, guys? I think on that note, we are gonna try to cut this one a little bit earlier than the last one. And that's just because, before I stay up and start unboxing all of these figures to review them, might want to go to bed. Because, yeah, I don't know if I'll upload this one the same night as the other review. But I am recording this one all in the same night. After all, look over there. I got the packages to prove it. But, alrighty, guys. Let's genuinely cut this one. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, I don't care. And if you don't care, oh well. I'm not asking you to leave a like. But I will ask you to subscribe if you want to see any future content. Oh man, I just realized a good portion of this video I might have had my hand over the microphone, so hopefully the audio is not bad. But now that I've just realized that, let me cut this video. Alrighty guys, peace y'all.